All around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire.
And this confrontation is underway. The England first 11. Jordan Pickford begins in goal. Luke Shaw starts with Kyle Walker as fullbacks. Raheem Sterling plays with Bukayo Saka in the wide areas. And the story in attack is one of a strike partnership. And both hands on it, good goalkeeping. Here's the starting 11 for the Netherlands. Matthijs de Ligt plays alongside Virgil van Dijk in central defence. And it's two strikers up front who'll look to provide the goal-scoring threat. He'll take it away, he won the ball. Bellingham. Rashford. Oh, the pass not finding its target. Attacking possibilities for England, but nothing comes of it. Donyell Malen. This attack looks highly promising. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Perfect tackle. Grealish. A really sumptuous ball. Well, really rifling that one in, and he didn't miss by much. Read it magnificently and intercepted. Grealish. Opportunity to deliver the cross. And players waiting at the far post. Well, offside here. Such a pity for them. Chance was on. Malacia. Donyell Malen. Making progress. Weghorst. Really good reading of the game to win possession back. Grealish. Tackling and winning the ball to boot. Gravenberch. Poor attempt at a pass, really. Walker. Grealish. Real chance. Well, he didn't miss by all that much.
Well, he struck it quite nicely, but the keeper was always in control of the situation. He knew that was going wide.
Virgil van Dijk. On to De Jong. Well, that's a splendid piece of challenging. Good-looking ball. Determined defending. And a goal. It was served up on a silver platter for him. Well, back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Oh, good vision. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Well, getting close to the half-time interval, and the story so far, they're not really making home advantage count. Stuart, your take?
Well, they've not had quite enough purpose to their attacking play so far. It's all been a bit too predictable. But in the second half, if they can get more...
Couldn't quite hang on. And with that, the first half... The two teams have switched around and are ready now for the second half. De Jong. Or can they prize them open now? Crossing into the middle. Well, the danger is still there. Danger averted for now. England looking dangerous. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Breaking at pace. Will they profit from this situation? And the keeper in position to grab hold of it. Well, a lot to like about Wout Weghorst and what he contributed in the first half. What did you make of his performance?
Well, I thought he had a really effective first half. Not only did he get the goal that gave them the lead, but
It's still alive! Just cleared away in the nick of time.
Well, that save just about keeps them in this. But they have to pose more of a threat at the other end.
That's a foul, and it will be a potentially dangerous free kick. And that is a free kick artist at work. What a goal it was! So back underway following the equaliser. Gakpo did well to win the ball back. And played through by Sterling. Well, they haven't overcome all the difficulties. What a block! With the game level, let's see what they can do with this corner. And a substitution in the offing. And it still could be dangerous. A good and fair challenge. Rashford. Now with Mount. Defensive efficiency personified. Superb block. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Well, fine reading of the situation. De Jong, can they forge ahead? And they could face difficulties here. Can they trouble the opposition this time? Well, the goal disallowed. Offside, Stuart.
Yeah, I think everybody switched off there. It was...
Oh, in with a chance. And a goal! He's put it away. A celebratory moment. What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? He read the situation defensively and did his job. Just 10 minutes remaining here. Perfect example of how to execute a slide tackle. Beautifully weighted ball. It might still be problematic. Well, nothing untoward happened. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. Bad challenge, and now it's up to the referee in terms of what to do next. And he does produce the yellow card.
Yeah, and it certainly deserved a yellow. It's a poor challenge, you have to say.
Jack Grealish. And he takes it away. Useful looking ball. And pushed onto the woodwork. And no problems whatsoever for the goalkeeper. Now will the keeper have to pay the price for that mistake? This could square the game. And it has. Such late excitement. And no wonder they're jumping for joy as we...
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
And so the match is underway. The England first 11. Jordan Pickford begins in goal. Luke Shaw starts with Kyle Walker as fullbacks. Raheem Sterling plays with Bukayo Saka in the wide areas. And it's two. And that's the way to keep the ball out of the net.
Well, he doesn't get enough on it, does he? That's too easy for the goalkeeper, I think.
Bukayo Saka. Rashford. Oh, good vision. Sterling. Well, timed his challenge magnificently. I'm sure, Stuart, the video analysis will have identified Marcus Rashford as one of the main threats they've got to deal with.
I would describe him as majestic when he's playing at his best. He
Well, full marks to him for that header, but the goalkeeper did his job. Sterling. A very good tackle. And they continue to advance, and a lot of options here. Well, they've won the ball back quickly. Good use of advantage by the referee. Well, the advantage wasn't helping them, and so now they get the free kick. Offside the decision. Well, he's got plenty of space on the flank here. Gravenberch. Oh, moving it nicely. Well, he didn't miss by very much at all. A good and fair challenge. De Jong. Well, a top-notch piece of defensive judgment. Oh, a perfectly timed pass. Rashford. Might take the lead. Just can't get it past him. Well, the keeper had a lot of ground to cover. Splendid save. Trying to pick out a teammate. Well, the keeper won't be complaining about that corner kick delivery. His ball all the way. Ryan Gravenberch. Weghorst. Well, showing good patience. Cross blocked. It's wholehearted defending, and the concession of a corner here. And over it comes. Pretty comfortable piece of defending. Good effort here. Well, what a stop that was. Delivering it. That's a great stop.
Well, his reflexes are so good there. That's a fantastic stop.
And over comes the corner. And the keeper was finally able to claim it.
Well, what a great piece of goalkeeping. Firstly, the save, and then the recovery. Brilliant from him. Well, I think they've played really well today, but unless they take one of these chances, it will count for nothing. Just look at those stats. They need to make the breakthrough and make it quickly.
A decisive clearance it was. Gravenberch. On the offensive. And a touch of finesse. Oh, how about that for a chip? Savour it. Pure brilliance. So underway again here. 1-0 the score. And beating the defender. Well, fantastic reflex action from the goalkeeper.
Well, these fans have had to be patient. Could this be the equaliser?
Losing possession here. And slipped through beautifully. Weghorst. De Jong. And it's gone out of play. Goal kick coming up. So the whistle then. We're up. Might take. The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Gravenberch. And here is Malacia. De Jong. Ryan Gravenberch. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Well, play stopped. It is a free kick. Well, the referee deciding that it didn't warrant a yellow card being handed out. Takes on the shot. Well, not quite the tantalising free kick he was hoping for. Goalkeeper's ball. Not a lot to like about Wout Weghorst and what he contributed in the first half. What did you make of his performance?
Well, Derek, he took his goal well and was a constant threat throughout that first half. I thought he showed a lot of skill to get out of tight situations, and he had a real impact on the plate.
Decent position. Not all that convincing defensively. Saka. Intercepting it intelligently. Frenkie de Jong. And scope for them to produce something exciting, but ultimately up a cul-de-sac. Mount. Rashford. Space and time for the cross. Really vital interception here. In the right place to cut out the pass. An incisive pass. Weghorst. And there the attack ends for now. Just 20 minutes remaining now. Bukayo Saka. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Wants to attack from the wide areas. De Jong. Well, it might still work out for them. Threat over for now, it seems.
Well, that save just about keeps them in this, but they have to pose more of a threat at the other end.
Jude Bellingham. Still trailing, but they're upping the pressure. This could be the equaliser. And it is the equaliser. Well, now, that could be a huge turning point in this game. They carry the momentum. So underway again here on the back of that leveller. Well, a goal at this stage could be decisive. An alert intervention. And so into the final 5 minutes. He's in behind. Could be. Oh, can you believe it? With so little time left, surely that will be the winner. Amazing scenes here. So there we have it, 2-1. Played into the centre. Making high pressing work for them here. And the referee takes exception to the challenge. Free kick. And there it is, the final whistle.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
And getting ready for what should be potentially thrilling action here. It's England against Italy.
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off, earn the right to play. If you can win your individual battles, outrun your opponent, eventually you'll get the space to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
Takes it on. It's still alive. Well, he read that brilliantly at the back. The England first 11. Jordan Pickford begins in goal. Kyle Walker plays alongside Luke Shaw as fullbacks. Raheem Sterling plays with Bukayo Saka in the wide areas. And the story in attack is one of a strike partnership. Jorginho. And back with Jorginho. Full credit, wonderful stop. And taken short. Firing it in. Just made sure nothing came of that. And the Italy starting 11. Gianluigi Donnarumma is the keeper. Leonardo Bonucci plays with Giorgio Chiellini. Still possibilities. Well, that's the end of that for now. Ciro Immobile. Verratti. And the attack looks promising. Cuts it back. Looking for the angle. And a tidy tackle. Rashford unable to hold it. Mount. Bellingham. Here's Mount. Oh, terrific pass. In it goes! The opening goal in this contest. Well, back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Excellent refereeing, advantage in operation. Well, attacking possibilities. Insigne. Defensive excellence there. And deciding to go short with this one. And pull back. They are a goal down, but perhaps a chance to create something from this corner. But he's gone short with it. Bernardeschi. Berardi has it. And the keeper getting across to stop it. Well, opting for the short corner. Domenico Berardi. Big chance. Oh, he's missed it.
Well, he'll be very disappointed with that. He should be scoring from there.
Promising move this from England. Grealish. And smart defending. So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here. Well, a poor effort from a difficult angle, Stuart.
Well, he took the wrong decision there. He surely had to cut that back.
Ciro Immobile. Chance to do damage. Oh, it's cheeky! And he's outdone himself. Wonderful save there. Far from a good pass. Just 1 minute of stoppage time, say the officials. A chance then. Into the second half then, and these two sides are locked together. Just can't really choose between them at the moment. Mount. And England pushing forward with options available. Poor attempt at a pass, really. Domenico Berardi. A really intense pressure applied. Has a go. And caught by the keeper. Well, typically influential in the first half was Lorenzo Insigne. Stuart, your thoughts on what you've seen from him?
Well, he certainly got his team back into this game with that goal, because up to that point, they hadn't played particularly well. I think he's had a decent first half, but he'll be looking to build on his goal in the second 45.
Rashford. That's how to dispossess your opponent. Now, what can England do from this position? Rashford. It looks promising. Still level here, but the pressure escalating. Jude Bellingham. Takes the shot. And denied by the keeper. Impressive.
Well, they've been frustrated for quite a while now, but these fans have suddenly come to life. Well, those stats tell you what a good game this has been. We've seen a lot of good attacking play, plenty of goal-mouth action, and all done at a high tempo. It's been very entertaining so far.
Well, he's lost the ball. Well, that is how to run at defenders. Superb stop. Can they get themselves in front here? Oh, he's given it. Penalty. And an opportunity now for them to jump in front. And the referee didn't hesitate, Stuart. It is a red card.
Well, that's a big moment in the game, but I think he's made the right decision. He had to go there.
And taken cleanly by the goalkeeper. Jorginho. Immobile now. And scope for them to produce something exciting. Well, getting in the way. Superb save. Short corner it is. Well, he didn't miss by all that much.
Well, he struck it quite nicely, but the keeper was always in control of the situation. He knew that was going wide.
Mount. Jude Bellingham. Top-class defending. And the upshot of that is offside.
Well, he needed to look elsewhere because the flag was always going to go up.
Jude Bellingham. Level pegging, but can they change that? Surely!
Well, time is running out to get this winner, but the fans certainly believe it's coming. Just listen to the noise. What a fantastic finish we could have here.
Ciro Immobile. Berardi has it. And unable to keep the ball. Bukayo Saka. Can they hit on the break? Rashford. And Bellingham. Sterling. Well, the stoppage time situation. 1 minute here. And there's the whistle. They cannot be separated after 9.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
kick-off here. Immobile. No, high quality defending. Untidy in possession. Well, they might be onto something. Oh, tremendous work from the keeper to avert the danger. Well, there's a textbook example of how to press the ball. Well, he's lost it. Steven Bergwijn moving it forward. Weghorst firing it towards goal. And a goal it is! No long wait for the opener today. So underway again here. 1-0 the score. An effective challenge. A real opening now. And never in any doubt from the keeper. Jorginho. Ciro Immobile. A super tackle and they've won possession. Wout Weghorst. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. And a goal here! Well, it took a definite nick and nothing the keeper could do about it whatsoever. So 2-0 now. Weghorst. Gravenberch. This looks threatening. And a wonderful diving save to deny the opportunity. Who can he pick out? Well, not the best clearance. And he's made headway. And he finds the net. He could hardly miss. So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the score. What's going to happen next? Jorginho. Berardi has it. Verratti. Domenico Berardi. Oh, good vision. Oh, what an incredible turn of events! From down and apparently out, it's all square again. Can you believe this? So back underway, the game having been squared at 2-2. Ciro Immobile. Now with Jorginho. Lorenzo Insigne. Immobile. Ciro Immobile. Every pass hitting its target. Excellent challenge. At times they make passing look easy. Did look as though they might be onto something for a second or so. Clear foul play, and as a result, a free kick forthcoming. Well, no card, but I think he can consider himself suitably warned. Well, any goalkeeper would be disappointed if he didn't save that. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Well, there is going to be stoppage time, but he's in with a chance. Can they cover up? Very alert defending to cut off the supply. And with that, the first half draws. And as the second half commences, both sides can reflect on a first half in which they were so very evenly matched. Well, that'll be a free kick. Well, some referees might have elected to hand out the yellow card, but no booking on this occasion. Could be threatening. Immobile! Oh, it's astonishing! One of the greatest comebacks you're ever likely to see. And now the question is, can they see this out? Showing considerable guile. But the danger averted for now. Immobile, and he's broken free. And he couldn't quite get himself back on side, Stuart.
Well, as a player, you need to be able to change your mind, but he wasn't able to, and that's a poor pass.
Immobile. An inability to keep hold of the ball there. And very deftly cut out. Ryan Gravenberch. Not a successful intervention, winning the ball back. Lorenzo Insigne. Useful looking position, you've got to say. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Insigne. And space to cross it. A quick low ball. It should be. Couldn't grab hold of it. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance. So the current scoreline, 4-2. And he read it well defensively. Perfect example of how to execute a slide tackle. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Free kick awarded then by the referee. Well, a judgment call for the referee. Many an official would have cautioned him. And breaking at pace with menace. Will it be sufficiently imaginative? Well, really stout defending there, off the line. Is this the moment? An important challenge, but they must remain organised. De Jong. Intercepting it intelligently. Couldn't hang on to it. Now can they make something happen? Excellent, a strong hand on that one. And now passing it through. Big opportunity. Denied by the bar. Back in play here. Could be dangerous. Able to get a body in the way. Can he get one back? And a fantastic diving save. Who can he pick out? And the keeper put to the test, but he comes through it.
Well, he's so sharp, isn't he? Great first save and then the recovery.
Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. And back with Bernardeschi. And an astute piece of defending. It is now with Jorginho. Bernardeschi. And a goal to put the final stamp on it. That will do it. It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Immobile. So 1 minute of stoppage time, that's what the officials have said. And so the referee blows for full time.
see. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
And now they get the ball rolling. Marvellous piece of skill. Attacking possibilities for England, but a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Well, who will be the player to decide the outcome, to determine the course of events? No reason at all why
Oh, he can score here, Derek.
And striking the crossbar. But it wasn't going to count. It's offside. Calvert-Lewin. Read it superbly to take back possession. Donyell Malen. That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin. A really sumptuous ball. And the goalkeeper expertly anticipated that through ball. He's found a pocket of space. Played towards the back post. He can't hold on to it. And thumped away. And England being afforded too much space. But nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. Useful looking ball. The pressure was on the keeper following the threaded pass. Oh, he's given it away. England couldn't hang on to the ball. Oh, showing excellent vision. And a textbook interception. Donyell Malen. De Jong. Deserves credit for winning the ball back. Useful looking position, you've got to say. Now delivering that deep cross. Well, not cleared away completely. Threat over for now, it seems. And fed forwards. Defended well. And a throw-in forthcoming. Defensive efficiency personified. Frenkie de Jong. Oh, that's an interesting pass. That's all they can conjure for now. Mount. It's a weighted pass. Well, not allowed to continue. He had drifted into the offside position.
Well, if he takes a step back to the ball and then spins in behind, he'll be onside. But he does know where the space is.
They've won back possession. Will he finish? Oh, a finish of real class! No wonder he's celebrating. Take a bow. So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. De Jong. On to Weghorst. A good and fair challenge. That is that. The two teams have switched around and are ready now for the second half. Bellingham. Promising move this from England. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Wout Weghorst. And breaking at pace with menace. Surely the equaliser. No shortage of excitement. Level again. No wonder they're excited. So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here. Really good challenge. And both hands on it. Good goalkeeping. Calvert-Lewin. Just cutting off the supply. Ryan Gravenberch. Beautifully weighted ball. And just wide. There really wasn't much in that at all. And unable to pick out a teammate. And that'll be a throw. Donyell Malen. Still on level terms, moving the ball nicely. And the problem not completely solved. Well, he read that brilliantly at the back. Well, far too much elevation there.
Well, as the stats tell us, they just haven't created enough chances. They need to get the ball into wide areas, get crosses into the box, and then get their front players attacking the ball.
Well, he likes to run at them. Mount. Well, that's how to break the spirit of the attacker. De Jong. Now with Weghorst. Donyell Malen. There it is! A fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating. What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? Kane. But really sticking to their task defensively. 15 minutes left for play. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. Textbook closing down, and now they're on the attack. There wasn't much in that offside decision. Could have been in business. They've given it away. Saka. Intelligent threaded pass here. Bukayo Saka. Dispossessed there. Tremendous piece of tackling. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Good-looking ball. There could be a chance now. Well, the attack carried an initial threat, but fizzled out.
Well, the fans believe there's hope here. Can the players respond now?
Careless in possession. Chance to run at them. Dumfries. Opportunity to deliver the cross. De Jong. Not what he was intending. Bad pass. And there it is, the final whistle. Not what the...
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
My name is Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson. And this has all the makings of a highly engrossing match. It's England against Italy.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
Not quite the clearance they were hoping for. The keeper was never likely to be in trouble then. The England first 11. Jordan Pickford is the keeper. Kyle Walker plays alongside Luke Shaw as fullbacks. Raheem Sterling plays with Bukayo Saka in the wide areas. And so many different ways to configure an attack. In this case, it'll be two.
Derek, he's got to tuck this away.
It could be up for grabs. Can he convert? And that is a defender doing his job, clearing it off the line. And he takes on the shot. And the keeper making sure that there were no scraps to feed on for the attackers. Jorginho. Lorenzo Insigne. Poor pass under no real pressure. Oh, a perfectly timed pass. And he's in. Big chance it is. And he finds the net. He could hardly miss. So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Jack Grealish. Here's Insigne. But it stopped a promising attack in its tracks. And you wouldn't be surprised if there's a card coming out here. And a yellow card it's going to be, Stuart.
Yeah, the ref's got that right. It's a yellow card all day long.
Well, the keeper knew it was crucial he didn't make a mistake. Pressing high, and they have the ball again. Must score! Oh, that is a superb save.
Well, they're creating chances. They now just need to take one of them. Mind you, what a save that was.
Losing possession a bit easily. And the quality of pass needs to be a bit better. Rashford. Just couldn't capitalise there. It's a good-looking ball in behind. Big opportunity. Oh, a finish of real class. No wonder he's celebrating. Take a bow. So back underway. One goal apiece here. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Insigne. Immobile! Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. And in the perfect position to read it. Good movement. Marcus Rashford. And an astute piece of defending. Ciro Immobile. Verratti. Well, they're eyeing that final pass, you just feel. Verratti. And not cleared away properly. And a goal! He's put it away! A celebratory moment! So on with the match. 2-1 is the scoreline. What's going to happen next? And back underway here, with England looking to find a route back into the game. Now, let's see what they can do here. And let's give credit to the defending. Bellingham. Rashford. And will it be the leveller? And it goes! The leveller! Thrilling stuff here. So underway again, and it's a story of parity. 2 goals apiece in this one. Well, great read there to intercept. Grealish. And on to Bellingham. Can they forge ahead? And that's how to deal with finesse.
Well, it's an easy save for the keeper. It wasn't the best option, that's for sure.
Did well to win the ball back. Sterling. Cross could be useful. Clattered away. Verratti. Lorenzo Insigne. Berardi has it. On the offensive. Can he get them in front? He's gone and found the net! Brilliant piece of finishing! Magnificent goal! You can't really say defences are on top. 3-2.
Well, as you can see, Italy have found it difficult to control the tempo of the game here, but their counter-attacking has been really good, particularly in the wide areas. It's been an excellent performance from them so far.
Good visualisation and execution. Cuts it back. Oh, surely. Not all that convincing defensively. 20 minutes remaining. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Well, nicely cut out. Grealish. And threading it forward. And they've done it to square the game once again. Exhilarating. And level again here. This has been quite the roller coaster ride. It's a perfect challenge. Verratti. Here's Insigne. Well, sloppy in possession. And the search goes on for a winner. Time is tight. And calling upon the goalkeeper to keep things even.
Well, he's got to be pleased with that. He might just have got his team a draw here. Well, I thought that was game over. It's a great save from the keeper, just to keep them in this.
Offside, close one. Lorenzo Insigne. Berardi has it. Giovanni Di Lorenzo. Now, let's see what they can do here. Offside by a fraction. Good tackle taken away. Firing it towards goal. Well, it didn't worry the keeper. Can they grab the lead late on? And with that, the 90 minutes have come to an end.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
And now they get the ball rolling. And the advantage accrues to the attacking side. Well, they couldn't keep possession. And he's through here. Surely. Firing it in. My goodness, that save. Fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel. And taken short. Cuts it back. Well, goal kick, just as it was looking promising. And providing width. The delivery. Oh, nodding it onto the bar.
Well, he connected well with it. Maybe just caught the top of his head a little.
And given away. What can they do from here? Weghorst. De Jong. Really important piece of last-ditch defending. On and on he goes. And crossing towards the far post. In it goes! The goal for 1-0, and that changes the dynamic. So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Insigne. He's in here. And space to attack. Cross could be useful. Oh, really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that's such a good save, isn't it? How did he keep that one out?
Well, a bit short with the clearance. Well, it came to nothing in the end. Verratti. Will it happen for them? Verratti. Not advantage with them. Referee says play on. Could play it in. Immobile. Very comfortable when in possession. Tremendous intuition to win it back. Bernardeschi. Now Insigne. Well, he made that interception look routine. In truth, it wasn't. Insigne! Oh, it's in! A 2-goal cushion now, and the lead fully merited. Well, a second goal for them here. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it.
Well, those stats don't surprise me. Italy have certainly had more of the ball, and as a result have dominated the game. Some of their passing movements have been a joy to watch, and I don't think anything's going to change that.
And the ruling is offside here. Jorginho. Bernardeschi. High quality defending. No let up in the pressing department. And offside by the merest of margins. Ryan Gravenberch. Intercepting it intelligently. Good-looking sequence. Well, he went strongly into the challenge, and the result is a throw-in. Bernardeschi. And 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. And winning it back. Immobile. He made it look simple, really. A chance then for the respective manager. The two teams have switched around and are ready now for the second half. Malacia. Ryan Gravenberch. Good visualisation and execution. Danger averted.
Well, they haven't seen too many chances, but the crowd sensing this
Chance maybe. Gakpo. And caught by the keeper. Verratti. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Immobile. Oh, marvellous save. Great goalkeeping. Well, they're going for the short one. Domenico Berardi. It's one corner after another. And time for the change now. Favouring the short one. Pulls it back. It is now with Jorginho. Well, he didn't miss by all that much.
Well, he struck it quite nicely, but the keeper was always in control of the situation. He knew that was going wide.
Frenkie de Jong. 30 minutes to go then. Now can they make something happen? And let's give credit to the defending. Good use of advantage by the referee. Great pressure to win the ball back. Ciro Immobile. Depay. Immobile now. Federico Bernardeschi. A real opening now. And as a defender, you really have to concentrate to the maximum to bar the door, as he did then. Depay. Could reduce the deficit. What a save. Over it comes. And a time for cool heads. Good work to win the ball back high up the pitch. Now just the tackle that was needed. Glorious pass from Bernardeschi. And that is how to tackle inside your own penalty area. Guus Til. Virgil van Dijk. Getting in there to take it away. It's opening up for them. Well, he's lost the ball. Just 10 minutes remaining here. Immobile. Wanted to keep it but couldn't. Well, couldn't keep it. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Federico Bernardeschi. Opportunity it is. And the keeper making sure that was pushed well away from danger and into the clutches of the goalkeeper. Well, he went strongly into the challenge and the result is a throw-in. Couldn't keep it. Well, in terms of added time, a minimum of 1 minute. And now, passing it through. And a goal to tighten things up. They've thrown themselves a lifeline. And that is that. The referee blows his whistle for full time.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.